Valley Club, there's always some new event going on in Marvel Strike Force. Some of these events are just meh. Just do the bare minimum, move on. Other events, they got better rewards and are worth grinding for these rewards. But every once in a while, we get an event like Guiding Light, which is going on right now. Really good rewards if you're willing to grind for them. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the Guiding Light event, the Radiant Flight Orb, and why I am going to be pushing on this event and why you may want to as well. So if you're to see if you should push or if you should hold, then you know what to do, Valley Club. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin and I hope you're having a great day. In this video, we're talking all about the Guiding Light event, why I think it is so good. We're going to discuss the orb, the contents of the orb, and why I am going to be pushing for this event, why I think you should as well. But before we get to all the calculations for this event, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. At least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos per week on the channel, usually more. Question and answer videos, news videos, review videos, gameplay videos, everything up your experience in Marvel Strike Force. But let's get right into the game and talk about this Guiding Light event and some of these rewards here. And I think of one of the big grand prizes you get from this, not just the rewards from the milestone, but the orb itself is one of our good ones. So this is the unlock event for Northstar. So you should be able to get these shards for Northstar, get it through these milestones, and also get some shards in the orb because the orb is very good. And normally the events that you want to push for are ones that have these ranking rewards. This is one that does have a ranking reward. Top 1,000 will get a diamond for their Northstar. Top 3% will get some crimson gear with this. But again, it's about this orb itself that's going to get you these points. Now the scoring for this, you need to play some war battles. The limit for this is 24,000 points. You're also getting points if you bought the Alpha Flight team, getting more points for blitzing with them, but you don't need to do that to smash this event. You're gonna get more points for the leaderboard, and I think if you are really climbing the leaderboards, I think you should have that Alpha Flight unlocked. But if you're just looking to get the max amount of shards for Northstar, just get the best rewards for this, don't think that's needed. So Radiant Orb Flight Fragment from campaigns, free claim special offers, 1 point per. You're getting some of these from the web claims. We're gonna go take a look at that in a little bit. And then the milestone points from the web milestone special offers. Now, a lot of the points that you're gonna get is from the web. You have in these web milestones, you have some of these Guiding Light milestone points itself, and you also have these Radiant Flight Orb fragments. Both of these are very good. You have 8,000 of each of these, which means 16,000 points towards the main milestone event. And if we go into the game, take a look at this Radiant Flight Orb. The last time we had one of these orbs in the game, this event orbs, it was a really good event. Half the time you had a chance of getting something that was farmable, half the chance is something unfarmable. So if you were an end game player, half the chance of getting something good, half of something not good. And while it's not that 50% rate for this orb, it is still a very good drop rate. If we look at the farmable versus unfarmable, we have 9 characters here, and we have 4 that are unfarmable. Northstar, Penny Parker, Peter B. Parker, and Spider-Man Pop, all unfarmable, all 4 of these in the orb. And if we look at the rest of the orb, these characters are pretty valuable in the current meta. Nightcrawler, one of the better mutants in the game, but we also have Forge, Sunspot, and these are required for the Extreme X-Men team, required for the incursion raids. We also have the Spider Society, and they're required for the incursion raids as well. We have Val, who's required for the incursion raids in that Bifrost section, the Mystic section. And last but not least, we have 2 members of Alpha Flight, one in Northstar, who is the main champion of this orb, and then we have Sunspot, who's another good character and is required in that Alpha Flight team for these spotlight raids. So all these characters, while some of them are unfarmable, some are farmable, all these characters are required in the current meta right now, which I think is great. Let's open these 3. Let's go, baby! Leroy Jenkins, what do we get? We got a purple. All right, not bad. 10 shards of Penny, unfarmable. 13 shards of Northstar, almost have that unlock, and then we have him already at star. So not a bad opening. 3, 2 good, 1 not as good. But if we go back and look at these milestones and take a look at some of these milestones that you should be shooting for, I think the 3 main ones are here: milestone 12, milestone 13, and milestone 14. Obviously the big one is milestone 13. This is where you get the meta item, that empty root bottle. That's going to give you the most points for that month-long milestone event, and I think for every event you should at least be pushing for this meta item. Now if you are a newer player not able to get that meta item, one place that you can get some shards is right here at Northstar. This milestone 12 will give you total 45 shards through these milestones, and hopefully you get some lucky lucky orb openings and can make up that 55 shards to get that 100 shards for that Northstar unlock. Now down here at milestone 14, after the empty root bottle, total that you're getting from these milestones is 60 shards, which means that through those orbs, you would have to make up 40 shards to get that unlocked. So you wouldn't need to get as lucky as if you only get to milestone 12, but obviously you want to shoot as far as you can with these. Again, with these scoring, it's going to be based on mainly on your campaign energy spending. Now, if we take a look at the scoring for this, the big item is at milestone 13, 63,000 points. Before that, you're getting some Northstar shards. After that, you're getting some Northstar shards as well. But just by doing your Alliance donations, even just your gold donations, you don't need to donate any cores unless you want to get through those web milestones a little quicker. But if you just do your web donations over the course of the week, you should get all this milestone points from the web, all these orb fragments from the web, which brings your limit total up to 16,000 at that point. You're also getting points for war. There is a limit of 24,000 points. So if you do all this stuff, just war and your Alliance donations, very, very easy, should get 40,000 points, which means if you want to get to that meta item of 63,000 points, difference of 23,000 points. And if you want to get those extra shards for Northstar milestone 14, 33,000 points. And the big variance of your score is going to come from your campaign energy spending. You're going to get 628 campaign energy per day. You're getting 12 energy per hour, and that is 288 energy per day. You're getting 3 free claims. If you claim all of those, 80 energy each, that is 240 energy free per day. And a web claim, you're getting 100 extra energy. So that is 628. And every time that you refresh energy, either with your free claims or with power cores, that's 120 extra energy. So if you do all of your free claims, make sure none of your energy tops off. That is an additional 17,584 orb fragments, an additional 8 orbs that you get. Hopefully get some good Northstar shards for there. That is not enough to get you to milestone 13 for that meta item. For that, you would need to spend some cores. You don't need to do all of your 50 core refreshes per day. That is 200 cores per day. For that, you will get 31,000, a little over 31,000 orb fragments, which is about 15 orbs or so. These 31,000 points will get you all the way to milestone 13 and almost there to milestone 14. You need a difference of 33,000 points to get to milestone 14, so you should be almost there with just a few extra energy refreshes. And if you do those 50 core refreshes and continue on to the 100 core refreshes, that is spending 600 cores a day. And for some of these events, I think it is worth it. Unless you don't have a lot of cores, if you've been saving up for an event like this or saving up for an orb, I think this is a great place to spend it on these energy refreshes. And if you do your 100 core refreshes every single day, over the course of 7 days, you're getting an additional 44,464 orb fragments, which is about 22 orbs from this. That is going to be a lot of shards. So if those shards for Northstar and the Spider Society are worth it for you, this may be worth you spending your cores, pushing a little bit more, especially if you and your alliance want to start to tackle these spotlight raids early. So get as many shards for Northstar, and then hopefully you get lucky in the Guardian event, and then open some orbs for Sasquatch. That should get you to 100% as quick as possible, free to play in these spotlight raids. Of course, every time you do a refresh, whether it's a free claim energy, a 50 core refresh, 100 core refresh, 200 core refresh, that is going to give you 480 orb fragments. So if you're just short of another orb, remember, every time you do another refresh, no matter what the core costs, it is 120 extra energy, which is 480 extra orb fragments. So let me know what you're gonna do. I'm gonna be pushing on this orb. I'm definitely gonna do my 100 core refreshes for this, maybe into the 200s if I'm just short a few shards. But let me know what you're gonna do. If you need the Spider Society, if you want to build Alpha Flight right away, this is an event that you want to push for. If you don't, you may want to save your cores for another event that is worth pushing for. But hopefully you got some value from this video and it helped you make a decision one way or the other if you are pushing for this event. And if it did give you some value, leave it a like. It is free for you, tremendously helps out the channel. And if you want to see what are the best characters, use your dark promos and dark diamonds on right now. Check out the video up there, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.